Good evening all and welcome to another video on All How the Ale. It's Sunday night, which means it's trad beer night. The beer we're going for tonight house from Yorkshire. It's from Whitby Brewery. This one, it is the Abbey Blonde. And it's the last one of the bottled beers that I picked up from them, far too long ago. Anyway, it's 3.8% ABV, light, crisp and fresh ale. That's what it says anyway. It says it's light, crisp and refreshing session blonde ale. Perfect for a summer's day. Well, it's March the 1st, so that'll have to do. To look at it, it's golden straw colour. The citrus hop and barley sugar on the aroma, and the taste is dry and zesty. Your ingredients are water, malted barley, roasted barley, wheat malt, hops and yeast. There we go, standard stuff. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we think, shall we? There's the thingamy-bob. There it is. And we're going to pour into my Whitby Brewery glass. Go. So, the pour is hopefully not as lively as some of the others have been. It's quite lively. Not massively so, thankfully. But as we can see, it is a very pale straw colour, as suggested. I will leave a little bit that has got a bit lively towards the back end, but nevertheless, what have we got? We have got masses of carbonation coming up from them, their nucleation points at the bottom of the glass. And subtly hazy and an ever-growing white head. See what it smells like, shall we? See if we can get through the froth. Grapefruit. Grapefruit and peas. Okay, I wasn't expecting peas. But otherwise, soft, citrusy, and peas. The temptation to make some jokes here is. Anyway, it looks pale. Smells all right with a dose of pea. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. Look at that head, that's growing. It's like looking at a banked pint. It's mad. Anyway, cheers. Body is light. Carbonation is high. Pretty obvious from the pour, really. Flavour, it's not bad. There is a citrusy punch. Right, there's no getting away from that. Little hint of lemon. There is grapefruit in there. And pith. I love the pithy resinous bitterness that comes from it. I love the fact it's only 3.8% and it's got plenty of flavour to kind of, I don't want to say compensate for that, but lower ABV beers tend to not be quite so flavoursome in my experience, but this one is. And there's a few in this kind of bracket that really do punch above their ABV weight. And that pea-like aroma. And I guess I could be going for any kind of legumes, lentils. It's got that savoury note. It translates. I'm not quite sure if it works. Excuse me for touching my eyes. I've been itching like hell today. Hay fever's starting to kick in. I know it's early, but I've been on the antihistamines today. So apologies if I keep touching the eyeball. Anyway, it's clean. It's crisp and refreshing on the back end. It's nice. It's nice in regards to the finish. And it just... Not sure. I like some of what I'm tasting, but that savoury note in the background, not so sure on. Anywho, scoreboard of joy time. Let's go there. The scoreboard is currently empty, as you can see, and we're going to fill it in as we always do. So, red pen of judgment at the ready. We'll revisit the pour. We've got a little bit left. Not that we need to, because we still have a monster head, as you can see around there. Got a good 2 fingers worth already. Well, already, still, should I say. And with just that top up, it's mostly gone to head. Normally, no one complains when it goes straight to the head. Giggity. But yeah, that's your beer in a glass. Pale, slightly hazy, nice white head. 2, 3 fingers easy. I like the look. It's a little paler than I would normally go for, but it is a blonde ale. So yeah, we gotta take that into account. It looks good for what a blonde ale should, so I'm going to give it the full point. The aroma is quite pleasant. There is citrus there, and there is that P-E-A, not P-E-E. And that... No, I'm not going to do it. That pea-like aroma is unusual. I'm not sure that it works. The citrus, the grapefruit is there, and I quite like that aspect of it, but I'm going to do it. The peaness, I'm not so sure on. So, yeah, it's down the middle. I'm going to go down the middle. 0.5. The body is, again, a little on the light side and heavily carbonated, perhaps too much for my liking. I would like more body. Appreciate, though, it's only 3.8%, so I won't be too harsh in that regard, but that carbonation needs to be dialed right down. It's way too high. Again, I'm going to go down the middle on that one, go to 0.5. And the taste, it has good bits, it has bad bits. I say bad, no, it's subjective bits, right? The pea flavour, the savoury edge, doesn't really hit the mark for me. I like, however, the pithy bitterness and that soft, I say it's not that soft actually, that's a lie, the grapefruit and the little hint of lemon. But that savoury edge, I don't know what it is. It tastes almost stagnant, and that's too harsh a word. But you get the feeling of what I'm trying to say. Again, I'm going to go down the middle because there's bits I like and bits I don't. And the finish, I think is quite good. It's clean, it's crisp, it's refreshing, it's palate cleansing. Is it dry? That's arguable. But yeah, again, there's a lot of room for improvement on the flavour on the back end, because that savoury note that I don't know what it is just sitting there and dominating. I'm going to go down the middle again, the 0.5, which gives me 1, 2, 3 out of 5. So yeah, we go to the bonus points. We'll start with the obvious. It can't have the full one because it didn't get a full 5 out of 5. Would I buy it again? I'm going to say no on this one. It's not floating my boat. There's some good aspects to this beer. There's also some aspects that I personally don't like. It may be the intent of the brewer to have this kind of savoury edge in the background. It doesn't mention the hops. No, just no mention of what specific hops are in there. Sometimes Mosaic can bring an onion flavour. I don't personally get onion from Mosaic. I always tend to get just nice stone fruit and dankness, but for some people it can bring a savoury edge that they just don't like. And I've got a savoury edge in here that is not oniony, but I don't like it. But value for money, if you like the beer, it's not bad value for money, because I got a cracking deal on all the beers. They told me, I picked up about half a dozen beers. And they said, if you buy this particular combination of beers, you get more money. It actually worked out a little bit cheaper than buying the 6 or so that I did plus the glass. So yeah, it was bloody good. I'm gonna go a tentative yes on the value, because like I say, I got a great deal on all the beers I got from Whitby on the day that I went. So yeah, but otherwise, 3 out of 5 from me. So yeah, bit of a swing and a miss on this one, in my humble opinion. It could be better, absolutely. They do some great beer up at Whitby, but this one just falls a little short of the mark for me. There's better blondes out there, absolutely. Yeah, this one just not for me today, I'm afraid. So we're going to leave it there and say that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish, and I'll see you again soon for another one. Bye for now.